it's that nerd Ryan here, and today we are finally talking about Pokemon Season 7. That's right, I finally finished Advanced Challenge, and also watched the Destiny Deoxys movie. So we'll talk about Destiny Deoxys at the end, but let's talk about Advanced Challenge first. This is the second season in the Hoenn League, and it is the 7th overall. And honestly, can't really tell the difference from Advanced. Excuse me, no new characters, like main characters, are introduced. We have a few gym badges that Ash wins. I think he gets badges 4 through 6 in this. So in Advanced, he gets his first 3 badges. In Advanced Challenge, he gets his second set of 3 badges. And I guess in Advanced Battle, he'll get the last 2. But yeah, so we got to see some really cool fights. We got to see some evolutions, new Pokemon added to the crew, and stuff like that. The only thing is, it's Pokemon, so a lot of it is very repetitive. There are some very good episodes in this season. Probably one of my favorites was, trying to remember what exactly it was, but it was, trying to remember, because they all kind of blur together after a while, but I was like, yeah, this one's really good. I believe it was when, oh yeah, my favorite was Pikachu getting amnesia and thinking that he was part of Team Rocket. I thought that was a really good episode, and how it was played out and everything. And yeah, but like I said, with Pokemon, it's very, like, repetitive after a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a journal and probably watch Pokemon a little bit earlier instead of right before I go to bed, and kind of write down just like a 1-sentence synopsis of each episode just so I can talk about it with you guys. Because, like I said, it does get very blurry after a while, just because it's a kid's show. It's a comfort show. It's never changing or anything like that. But yeah, so for Pokemon being added to Ash's team and May's team, Brock doesn't get any love in this. Also, I should say, May gets 2 more contest ribbons. She enters 3 more contests and gets 2 more ribbons. And she gets a few Pokemon here as well, along with a few evolutions. So Ash's Trico evolves into Grovyle. We also get a Torkoal added to his team. So we also get to see his Bulbasaur again, and we'll talk about why in a second. But yeah, so it's not like a lot of advancement for Ash. Oh, and Tailo evolves into Swallow. Which, speaking of, we get a shiny spot there, where he's fighting Winona, and Winona has a shiny Swallow, literally just so we could distinct which Swallow is which in this. But yeah, it's very, very cool Swallow. And I'm scatterbrained right now because it's all blurring together again. But another cool thing that we get to see, and we kind of got to see in the last season, but is Pokemon actually learning moves in this. How it takes practice and everything, because Swallow's trying to learn Aerial Ace. We haven't seen it actually used yet, like in battle, but we've seen it like practicing and learning Aerial Ace. And I thought that was a very cool addition, especially since in the game all you do is apparently just take a CD and go like this, and they know the move. But yeah, and then for May, for Brock, actually, he gets 1 evolution. His Lotad evolves into a Lombre, and he still has Mudkip. He doesn't have Marshtomp yet. I think Advanced Battle is when he gets Marshtomp. But yeah, so Brock doesn't get much to do in this, and obviously Max doesn't get a Pokemon. But yeah, and then we have May getting a Skitty, her Torchic evolving into Combuskin, and we also get her getting a Bulbasaur. So that's where Ash's Bulbasaur plays back in. And we actually get to see May kind of be really, really mean to Bulbasaur, who has stage fright, when she's trying to enter a contest. It's the one contest she loses in this season, and it's because she got way too overconfident, and actually she started yelling at Bulbasaur on stage, which made it scared. Bulbasaur, I think, is a lot younger than Ash is, because when they're side by side, they're tinier, and how you can distinguish the two apart is May's has a heart on its head on its scales, where Ash has the basic design on it. But yeah, so all in all, advanced challenge, I do give an 8 out of 10. Better animation. While the stories do blur together, they are a lot more fun than advanced. And yeah, I just thought it was a good season. So let's talk about Destiny Deoxys. I had one problem with this movie, and it's actually kind of starting to be a problem with the whole show, is the way they talk about Pokemon. This makes it feel like a cult. It's kind of funny, like, oh, this kid doesn't like Pokemon. He's like, but Pokemon is the joy of the world, and Pokemon this. And it's like, oh my god, this feels like a cult. But this was probably my second favorite Pokemon movie so far. The first one is still Pokemon Forever, but Destiny Deoxys, we get basically, even though Deoxys is the size of a human, we get a kaiju fight basically between Deoxys and Rayquaza, and just how menacing Rayquaza is, and like scary and everything. And Deoxys is actually, up until you figure out its motive, there's technically no villain in this movie once you find out the motive, which I think is pretty cool. It's all just one big misunderstanding on everybody's end. But Deoxys makes a really good villain, a really scary Pokemon to have to deal with, and just very, very intimidating. We get to see a very cool town too that's exclusive to the movie, that is all like its advanced technology and everything. And I actually remember that from the movie as a kid, but I remembered it being in the actual show and not the movie. And the reason why I remember it is because the first time I went to an airport, they had the moving walkways that made me think, oh yeah, they had that in Pokemon. But yeah, it was a very awesome movie. One of the first Pokemon movies where they didn't play the theme song in the movie, and it actually felt very cinematic, which honestly, it hasn't felt that way since, I want to say, honestly, from the first movie. Everything else kind of had that straight to DVD feel, but this had that out in theaters feel that the first Pokemon movie did. So yeah, this was great. What was really cool with that too was just anytime Rayquaza was fighting, was fighting Deoxys. It was really cool. I think the meme of it like flying up and hyper beam, like straight up hyper beaming Deoxys, was probably the coolest scene. But yeah, and then we also get introduced to our first Gen 4 Pokemon, which is Munchlax, which, if I remember right, plays a big role in Advanced Challenge, so I'm excited for that too. But yeah, so I gotta give Advanced Battle, Destiny Deoxys, I'm going to give a 8 out of 10. So yeah, definitely a good season. I'm going to be starting at Advanced Battle tonight, and like I said, I'm probably going to try to journal at least one sentence from each episode for you guys. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. That nerd Ryan telling you, have an amazing day.